Shilangu Sessions. So yeah, man, it's for me. It's an honour to have you on the show, man.
Thank you.
Me growing up as a DJ, or grime DJ rather, I kind of just, you obviously you look up to guys who are the pioneers in the game, the guys that are leading the way at that time.
Yeah.
And of course, you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
So Spyro's one of those guys. And of course, I used to listen to EZ as well. So
of course.
Absolute honour to have you on the show, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So yeah, man, I just wanted to. It's a massive opportunity for me to just like talk to you about the good old days and the current days.
Far away.
Yeah, man. First off, I just want to talk about vinyls.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day. I thought to myself, does MAK10 still have all of his vinyls from do you keep all of them?
That is a good question. At the moment, to be honest, no.
No?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
It's a long story.
Me too.
But
I have got a story as well too.
Yeah. I am reinvesting though. I am sort of
slowly back into it.
Crate digging as such.
Yeah.
On the internet to find what I can and what I had.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of gems out there to find.
Oh, I can imagine.
So
I mean, when I was thinking about it, because obviously there's DJs with vinyls, there's yourself, who has probably had the maddest dubs.
Crazy ones. Crazy
dubs. In terms of the dubs that you have, I mean, do you have all of them from day one? Like on computer, I mean.
No, because some of the best ones I actually had, I would say some I have access to, but some rare ones from guys who you probably wouldn't get a dub from anymore, like Wiley, Dizzy.
Yeah.
You know, some of the, I still got Sick D double ones, but there's some of the N.A.S.T.Y Crew ones as well, but the Dizzy and Wiley ones, they used to actually cut the dub and then bring me the dub. So I've never ever had the CD, the physical CD in my hand. They literally turn up to my door.
Was there any dubs like that was on vinyl that you had to convert, or was it the quality still?
No,
it's still a bit techie even to this day.
Yeah, because luckily the ones that I do have, I still had the CD or the actual version to just literally play it clean. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, when it comes to losing dubs, then, seeing as with
my heart,
what happened? I'm just. Is it something you'd rather not talk about?
Yeah, it's just one of them ones where you know what, it's a difficult thing to talk about. I'd rather not talk about it at the moment.
Okay.
Because all is not lost. I'll say that much.
Okay, not to worry, man. Yeah. I mean, anyway, as people probably know, or they might not know, you're from very famous grime crew, N.A.S.T.Y Crew. Yeah. So, how to yourself, how important to yourself do you feel in grime it is to grime being like the actual crew, N.A.S.T.Y Crew? Because obviously,
at the time, obviously at the time you didn't realise, but looking back, it was the beginning. So it was quite important. Because it led generations to generations to generations up to what it is now. So some people might not have known about it, but the person who they looked up to might have spiraled from it, and then the person down the next generation from them might have spiraled from it.
Kind of like word of mouth.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And you think back in the day there was no internet. No. So for people to be hearing us in Birmingham and Manchester, that's people that's recording tapes and taking them up that way. And that's how it was.
Because the radio signals back then, of course, probably stays in just one city.
That's it.
Rather than the whole UK.
Exactly.
You do now.
Exactly. There was no internet.
So in terms of your I guess your position in N.A.S.T.Y Crew, how much work did you do behind the scenes that people might not know of? Because I know, obviously, you are the main. For me, you were the main DJ in N.A.S.T.Y Crew. Yeah. I mean, is there stuff behind the scenes that you did that was very important that people might not sort of know of?
There's a few things I'd say that I had hands in.
Yeah.
Where I helped out. But just like at the time, it's just a love thing. There was no gain in it for me. I was just doing it as being part of the crew. I just felt that if I could pull a certain string, I'd pull a certain string. Yeah. And in terms of my pulling my weight, my job was solely to make sure I had them exclusive dubs every week.
Yeah.
And
did you sort of feel pressure to do that?
No, I loved it. I mean, I had the hardest MCs in the game.
Yeah, man.
And so many of them. So it was just a natural occurrence.
How easy was it to get dubs of people back then? Because I know studios isn't the same like now. Like, for example, today we have Pirate Studios. I can just book a session for a $5 an hour or whatever it is.
Yeah. For me, honestly, being at the level, then there was only probably Slimzy and Carnage and myself, and then you had other guys that was involved at the time like Maximum and Spyro. They blossomed a bit later, but at that time, so people would just specifically make dubs for me, Carnage and Slimzy. So it wasn't a thing where I had to ask.
Main guys.
Yeah, exactly. Or if there might be a situation where we're in the studio together and I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? So
embrace the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, obviously DJs, you know, obviously they bring through new talent and stuff. Yeah. So, which new talent did you feel that you brought through? Like, you feel that you have a bit of a responsibility for kind of bringing.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't want to say that.
No.
No, I wouldn't want to say that, but. I wouldn't want to say that.
No.
I wouldn't want to say that.
Okay, no worries. Not to worry, man. But I mean, obviously DJs, the technology nowadays. Yeah. Everything's changed. Yeah. You had vinyls, and then you then had decks with CDs. And now you have these decks with just one USB key, and you've got like 1,000, 2,000 songs. Yeah. In terms of your favorite, like, what is in your hearts? What's more like your favorite in terms of
in my heart, deep in my heart,
deep in your heart?
Oh, vinyl all day, 1210s, 1200s. Just give me vinyl.
This is how you know you're an original Don, because every original Don that came up on vinyl knows how fun it is with vinyl. Yeah. Because with the CD stuff, it's a bit. If I feel like it's not real, you know.
Yeah.
With vinyls, you feel it, you see it, you spin the.
You can't beat that. That's why it's all coming back. That nostalgic feeling of using vinyls, and even the quality difference is starting to stand out these days as well. Yeah. Especially in the club, if someone's using vinyls, you can really hear the warmth in the sound coming through them speakers. So
the crackle.
Yeah.
I love that sound though, man. There's something about it. Like people say, "Oh no, but it doesn't sound like it's good quality." No, man, that's
that is good quality there. Trust me, that is that warm. You're feeling everything coming out of that vinyl.
And of course, because the technology's moved on, and certain people might start off like CDs, for example. Yeah. Do you feel a DJ that has come up with vinyl is not a better DJ, but they have a bit more of a not easy? I don't know. How do I say this politely? Do you feel they're a little bit not better technically, but do you feel like they have a bit of an advantage in terms of like somebody that's starting now? See,
but this is the thing is. For me, what I say to people who want to start DJing or are looking at DJing, there's two sides to the coin. It's like you can be super talented at mixing and chopping and doing all fancy tricks, but if your selection ain't right, it all goes to waste.
Absolutely.
So what you want to focus on is selecting the right music and creating a story when you play. Yeah. That's where where your head should be. So I don't think it matters on the tools. It's more about the person using them. Yeah. So that's what I'd say.
That's interesting because some people wouldn't really necessarily plan a set where it starts off good and then it ends back like really
Yeah.
So that's what you do. You feel
that comes from vinyl. Yeah. I used to put labels on my records where I'd have 1M for like an intro, like a selection that I'd call them like I'll put them in a category of what you'd use in an intro. Yeah. At the middle part tunes, and then like the 3Ms on it was just like
you're very organised then.
I like to be. I like to think I'd be. Another thing I'd say about vinyls, where you was limited with the tracks you had, you sort of knew every tune inside out, so you could create a story in your head first, and you'll be like 4 or 5 tunes ahead when you're playing. You know what you're digging.
There's something about vinyls that I loved when you you're searching through them.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird, it sounds silly, but there's, when you're searching through them and you kind of have the pressure, I better be quick, otherwise that's going to finish.
I know what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's weird because I'm not saying that newer DJs nowadays don't understand. But there's little things with vinyl that you kind of miss.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that feeling of that pressure. Which one was it?
Yeah, even things like, you can see the waveform on the CDJ. Back in the day, you had to look at the record for the gap.
I don't look at the waveform,
There's people, that's all they know.
That's all they know. Some people do it with, like, they mix by looking at the wave. I'm like,
there you go.
I like Spyro. It's weird because I was talking to him. He puts paper.
Yeah, he's been doing this. Yeah,
he's been doing it recently. He's been putting paper on the BPM.
I don't look at it. I don't like it. That's what he told me. Yeah,
he's right though.
Shout to Spyro.
Yeah, man. Yes, that's how you know. He's come up from the. He wants it to stay how it used to be.
Exactly.
That's technical, man.
Yeah.
But in terms of like DJs again coming up now, do you how would you give them advice to, like, for example, someone that's starting off, like, for example, my camera guy here.
Yeah.
He's interested in being a DJ.
Yeah.
Or the art of it.
Yeah.
So even like on the show just a minute ago, I was actually teaching him a few things.
Yeah.
So like someone like him, let's just say you're talking to him, you're giving him advice.
Yeah.
What would you say to him in terms of like, because obviously you've been through the mill. You've been through the run of the mill. You've had, been there, gone there, got the t-shirt, got the mug or whatever. Like in terms of style, what would you advise? Certain tips.
I would say, like I said, just work on your selection.
Yeah.
Start mixing with no headphones.
Yeah.
Like, don't use headphones at first. It's two channels.
The speakers.
Yeah, well, that's good.
The decks I've got, they don't have a headphone jack.
Well, that's good. That's a start. That's good. And from you can realise that you know when the tune is speeding up or slowing down, then you're in the game.
Yeah.
You've just got to master how to keep it there. That's what you want to practice on.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, you've had a very, very, let me say, key experience in this thing where you've like learned little lessons here. Because you have to, like even me, for example, I've gone through little things like that camera has to be there, for example.
Yeah.
Because there was one interview, it was a bit too left, a bit too right. Like little things that you learn.
Yeah, of course.
So obviously, like it's very important listening to somebody that's been through there and had that, experience and whatnot. In terms of grime now, how do you? I mean, you were doing funky house at one stage. Did you change your name back then?
I still do. I have done in the past.
I was a bit baffled at that.
Yeah, no, because it was. Are you talking about recently? Like
so
a year ago?
when you was doing more funky house at the time.
Yeah, so that was maybe when I partnered with someone else.
Okay.
In like a duo, producing duo.
Oh, okay.
It's still on the sideline, but rather than just using my name, he's a producer, he don't DJ, so I didn't just want to sideline him, and so I've just told him, come over here, you learn to DJ and we'll do this thing. But the reason why is because it was like a different sort of dark funky house.
Because you don't want people to expect grime and
exactly. But
because I mean EZ's changed he's got like an alias.
Eden Zido or something like that. For what he plays techno with. But I do still explore that avenue. I've thought it's something I love doing as well, so I'm not going to stop doing it. But I need to make people know what's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the not the reason behind? Well, I guess the reason behind the switch.
It wasn't really a switch. It was what I wanted to do is actually just take a step back from DJing and focus on producing. We've been working on tunes since about 2015.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah. So then what we did was just build it up to then, and then I thought, all right, let's start getting out there, playing the tunes, get the name out there. Yeah. And that's still there, but I just thought I need to come back to my thing and build myself back up before I can build up anything else. Yeah.
The itch, like you wanted to come back.
Yeah. I had to.
So I mean, obviously, grime is really deep down. Like I was saying with vinyls or whatnot.
Yeah.
Deep down is your thing, innit?
100%. I don't get the same energy. I get a different energy when I play another genre, but this energy is different. The energy. Yeah.
So I mean, producing wise, how long have you been producing?
So,
because I know for like me, I'm trying to produce.
Yeah.
But I don't want to put any of my beats out there. They're not that good yet.
I hear you. So I actually, the other day, I found something online that was from 2008 and I was quite shocked.
Yeah.
So I'd say I've been doing it quite a while, but now is the time where I'm taking it seriously. So this is what the new MAK10 is.
When you say seriously, like start releasing like EPs and
EPs, singles, videos, everything.
Wicked.
Yeah.
And is there anything sort of put in place for this year?
Yeah, this is I'm here.
Production.
I'm here today. I've got the tune with me. It's one with Nasty Jack.
Yeah.
And the video is coming out on Grime Daily on the 27th of March.
Wicked. Is this the one you talked to Jay Fresh about?
This is the one I spoke to Jay Fresh about. Yeah. And so this is the radio shows that I'm doing coming up. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about them here, but if you follow me on Insta, you'll see. And we're just pushing the tune at the moment, and I've got a few more in the pipeline. So.
Yeah, we had MAK10, not MAK10, we had Nasty Jack here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And of course, like he had a lot of gems to talk about.
Yeah.
So is that grime then?
It is, I would say it's grime.
Yeah.
The BPM's slightly slower.
Okay.
But if I had to put in a bracket, I'd say it's grime.
Yeah. And in terms of producing, like, what help did you have to sort of give you tips and advice? Because of course you have some legendary links that you could just turn to and be like, yo,
you know what?
Teach me a few things.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm honest, I'm self-taught.
Yeah?
Yeah, honestly, I'm one of them people. I could see someone do something and then replicate it. So I'll just watch people in the studio, and then gradually I get there, and then being around people in the studio, you learn more.
Yeah. And again, your selection, the importance of selection, like you were saying. It's key in producing, because you have that ear for it.
Yeah.
Like there's certain DJs that I know that have that ear for it, that do produce. And I can tell that they know. It's certain tunes that they've sort of given them that help to be like, no, I can make that. They just try to do it, you know? Do you know what I'm saying? Again, selection is key, and it kind of works into your producing, I guess.
Exactly.
Because I'm trying to produce. I'm not that good at the moment. Do a few remixes.
Don't worry, I got your remixes. Don't worry, I'll put them down, mate. There's some in the mix as well. What I'm gonna do.
I saw you played them on Flex, man. So thank you for that, man.
No problem.
Absolutely, thank you for that. What's your view on the grime scene now? Like, do you feel like there's particular talents that are coming up now that you like, or you feel have the ability to like?
You know what? Sometimes it's one of them things you're like where we started it. Yeah. Well, when it started, no one envisioned what is happening. No one. I don't care. You might have thought you saw the Dizzy and that go, and that was huge at the time, but no one saw the level. For instance, Stormzy headlining Glastonbury, and middle-aged, just multicultural, these crazy people dancing and singing,
and so many barriers.
So many. I'm talking people's aunties, uncles, granddads was in the crowd screaming, and he's headlining the thing with grime.
It's crazy.
That was unbelievable.
I got goosebumps when I was watching that, and especially when he played obviously Spyro's beats. Yeah. I was proud for Spyro, man. I had goosebumps, legit goosebumps, because I've of course grew up with Spyro and stuff. So to hear his stuff being played in Glastonbury, headline show, it's different, man. It's
it's
special.
Crazy.
That's crazy, man. Do you sort of listen to more DJs coming up now that you sort of for example, you sort of think, oh, that
guys that I've heard, there's a few standout ones. For instance, for me, who caught my attention was Grand Mixer.
Yeah.
And
it's got a little movement there.
General Courts as well. Them two, they've got a style that I like that reminds me of
the old days.
The old days. Definitely.
Yeah, because a lot of their production and selection is very.
But that's who I've heard. There's other guys who are sick DJs at selecting. There's a few I like Jack That as well.
Yeah,
he's another one I like for his selection. But
absolutely.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, man. I mean, them hearing this, they'll be like,
yeah.
Because I know Spyro did that. He picked up Quartz as well. I think he picked up Travis T.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh, if I got that figure, I'll be so out. That's cool, man. Yeah, big up them guys though.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. How many? Because I've been on quite a few stations since I've started. Like, because when I was coming up myself, it was like about 2005, 4, I think.
Yeah.
But I was on like little stations that would be up for like 1 week and then they're shut.
Yeah.
But I would still count that as me being on there.
Yeah.
How many stations have you been on? I was curious. I was thinking about this the other day and I thought, cool. Is it?
We used to drive. Yeah, definitely. Drive to some crazy places just for radio, like Birmingham.
Yeah.
Just to go radio.
The scene in Birmingham has always been strong now. When you were coming up.
Yeah, because Birmingham, you need to think Sidewinder was always an up north rave.
Yeah.
That wasn't ever a London thing. It came to London probably twice.
Yeah.
Or 3 times to Hackney, actually up the road. And that's where like all the Birmingham and Manchester people would learn about grime, and they was always been into bass heavy music. That's why Slimzy was big up there, and why they created Bassline. So there's always been a scene up north. It's just been slightly different, but they've always had their own thing going.
Is that the sort of furthest out that you've played on terms of radio? Like at that Birmingham station?
At Birmingham station, probably to drive there just for radio,
It's crazy. That drive, bro.
Come on, that's a 3-hour drive for like.
But if we were to talk approximately, like numbers, how many stations you think you've been on? Like for me,
I couldn't count. Honestly, you're talking about.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because that's a long time frame.
Yeah, like I'm a bit long in the tooth now as well. So you're talking about 17 years worth of radio. It's a long
you know what?
time,
I don't blame you, man. I really don't blame you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're gonna start getting into the guest mix soon. What I did want to talk to you about your health and fitness. If anyone's seen MAK10 and his brothers and stuff, he's a very, very like fit person.
Athletic.
He's got muscles and athletic. Yeah, I'd say that. How much work and stuff do you put into that, as in terms of like keeping and maintaining? Because I know when you get older, you have to make changes where you have to,
I think it's really important to keep your health. Healthy body, healthy mind. So for me, I'll get up 6, 7 in the morning, or 6, go to the gym, then I start my day.
Yeah.
Because
it's the best way.
Yeah, it just I don't know, it just clears your head. It's just the best thing you can do.
And anything that comes up in your day is kind of easy.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm speaking and you look at me, I'm a bit of a big bloke. I've got a belly.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't exactly speak.
That's fine.
I can't say that I actually do that.
Listen,
but I've heard a lot of people,
No, it works wonders. And if you ever get yourself into a place what some people would call dark,
it can help you out.
It will help you out a lot. So anyone that's ever going through anything, just hit the gym.
I mean, even your brothers, like Marcus, and Little N.A.S.T. Even they're quite, do you like go gym together?
No. Me and my brothers are in different cities.
Yeah.
So we hardly see each other, but
you guys got good genetics, man.
Yeah, it's in the genetics. Our dad started the gym, so Marcus hit the gym. I hit the gym. Theo hit the gym. Well, N.A.S.T. hit the gym.
So like he had his own gym that he started, like
no. He went to the gym.
Oh, okay. So and is that who you learned most of the stuff from?
Yeah, but we just all sort of took on from the old man, really.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just wanted to sort of talk about something just different there, because I was curious as well, like how much work goes into that.
Yeah, no, a lot.
But I mean, again, man, this has been an absolute honour for me to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Again,
let me load up this nasty Jack rhythm, man.
Yeah, let's do that, man.
Let me get my.
Anyway, hang to everybody that's locked in. Hang to everybody watching the visuals. It'll be out very, very shortly. Shout out to PJ with the Cannon on the camera. You've been listening to the hashtag SHILANGUSESSIONS interview with Mr. MAK10, legendary. He's going to start getting into the guest mix. So you listen carefully, because you might hear some dubs that you might not ever heard of. Anyway, keep it locked right now. It's Shilangu, hashtag SHILANGUSESSIONS. 9 till 11 business on a Sunday. Don City Radio, MAK10, guest mix, next.
Shilangu.